Hello. So today we've got a bit of a different video. I thought I'd kind of do a bit of a studio tour. Sorry to interrupt so soon into the video. I just can't help but notice the bit of fluff on my chin, which is there throughout the whole time you see me with the camera facing at me. It's so annoying, so I apologise for that. I'm basically just going to be showing you my home studio. This is going to be a good video to watch if you want to know what a home studio looks like on a budget. So I haven't spent loads of money on the equipment that I've got. I have by no means spent nothing. I have, had to invest a bit into the equipment that I've got. So by no means am I saying this is all dirt cheap, but it's certainly not an expensive setup. So a bit of context, I got married in December. So that's changed the whole studio because I'm now in a new place, in a new house. I now have a separate room for making music. This is a kind of dedicated space for my studio. It's also got a spare bed behind me, which I'll show you. So when people come to stay, they'll stay in here, but it's basically a room for my music, which is amazing. Because before, I don't know if some of you who have been watching the channel for a while would have noticed that my bed was in the background. It was a tiny little box room where I would sleep, work, literally do everything in there. So it's so nice to have a different space for music. And that's something I would really recommend. I know that's such a luxury, but if you can separate the space where you relax and sleep from where you make music and where you work, that is really good. Because I've already found, only a couple of weeks in, I found it so nice mentally to be able to separate the two things. Anyway, let's get into the actual tour and I'll show you the bits of equipment that I've got, just show you the room, what it looks like. Nice easy video for you to watch. Hopefully it's going to show you actually that you don't need to spend loads of money on a setup to start making money from music, because I by no means am making a lot of money from music at the moment. I've been very honest in my videos. I'm on the path or on the journey trying to make it a full-time sustainable income, but it's to show you that you can start making money and make consistent money from music with not a very expensive setup, and you don't have to spend thousands and thousands on your equipment to do that. So let's give it a try. So this is my view from my desk. Let's start from the left and move to the right. So obviously I've got a ring light for all the content I make. That's obviously what I use in my YouTube videos, all the content I make for social media. So the studio monitors, we'll start with them. They are Adam Audio T5Vs. I think you can get them for about £150 each. So obviously two of them, that's about 300 quid. As I said, it's not dirt cheap, but to be honest, for studio monitors, that's pretty good. So that is definitely budget sort of price for studio monitors. They've been amazing. I've had them for quite a few years now, and they're not the kind of things on my priority list for upgrading yet because they just work so well. So they're great, highly recommend. And then we move to this. I'm actually not going to go left to right. I'm just going to go with what I want to go with. The Focusrite Scarlett Solo. It's like the most simple and like classic budget interface, but great for what I need it, so far. This is what I am planning to upgrade soon. I'm planning to record my guitar with stereo mics. So I'm going to have two mics, which means that I'm going to need two inputs. That obviously Scarlett Solo in the name only has one, so that will need to be changed. But again, for what I've needed it for up until this point, it's been great. So no complaints with that. The laptop is a 2021 MacBook Pro M1 Pro chip. It's refurbished, so I bought it refurbished, which means it was a lot cheaper. I bought it fairly recently. Because the processing power of an M1 Pro chip is still really good. It's great for music making. It's got everything you need. Laptop with a monitor screen. So this is kind of how I've had my setup the whole time I've been making music. I just find that it's easy. I quite like using the trackpad. I know some people like put their laptop on a stand and just use two monitor screens, and I probably will get another monitor screen, but for the moment, I just like using the trackpad, so it makes sense to just use the actual laptop and a monitor screen. And I'll put all the links in the description to all the things that I have. I would highly recommend getting a monitor screen so that you can dual monitor set up. So if I take you away from the desk, you can see that I've got some acoustic panels. So I've got some there and behind me. These I don't do a whole lot for the actual acoustics, which is kind of ironic. They do a bit. But it's mainly just for decoration, to be honest. I just like the look, and it's good for the background of my videos to show that I'm in the context of a studio. But they do work a little bit for the acoustics. They obviously don't do any harm for it. But a lot of it is just for kind of decoration and just for like the feel of the actual room. While we're here, we can take a look down here. This guitar, again, very much a budget guitar. It's a Fender CD60, which goes for like I think 130 retail or something like that. But I actually got it for £50 off Facebook Marketplace, so absolute bargain. This is an Alvarez ukulele, which is a bit more expensive. So those are the instruments that I use a lot of the time. We've also got the keyboard that I use, the MIDI keyboard, this is a Native Instruments A49. I've had this for years and years. It works great. The response is not too bad. Definitely better than a lot of other MIDI keyboards that I've used. And it's just convenient. I like the look of it as well. And it wasn't too expensive. I would definitely say that you can get cheaper MIDI keyboards than this. So if you're looking to go really kind of save as much money as you can, probably don't buy this one. But if you're willing to spend a little bit more, again, it's not that expensive, but that's a really nice keyboard. Then just taking a look around. Oh, I forgot about the headphones actually. I actually recently bought these because my Beyerdynamics 770s broke. So I thought I'd go Sony and go with the absolute Studio Classics. These are about £86, I think. MDR 7506. These are just like, as I say, they're the classics of studios. You see them like everywhere. They have been in studios for years and they're just so robust and just reliable. So yeah. Then I've got a couple prints on the wall. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Palace fan. So you can see I've got a bit of a Palace theme on this wall going. Selhurst Park sign. These were gifts, which was very kind. So I've stuck these up, which look great. A couple prints back here as well. Again, for the background of the videos, it works well. Bit of a music theme. Nice lamp. I chuck on a couple lights just to kind of set the mood. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, my mic. So this is a Rode NT1A. Again, had this for years. This is becoming a bit of a theme. Again, when you're on a budget, you want stuff which is going to last you, so you're not then paying for it for something else again and again. It's perfect for that because it's lasted me ages and it's very versatile, and again, it's a budget microphone. So yeah, I have used it to record a guitar up until this point, but I'm planning to upgrade that mic soon for the guitar to get two mics which are more kind of dedicated towards this sort of miking. But up until this point, that has been great and all that I need. So there we go. That's the studio tour. I hope that gave some insight and help into seeing what, even for someone who's been producing for like 7-8 years, the kind of budget setup you can have. Obviously, I've only just started kind of making a bit of money from music in recent months and years, so now I can start to reinvest. But it just shows you don't need much to start, and you can really simplify the setup. So I really hope that video helped. Feel free to join the Produce Discord, link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.